Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now a 1st down carry is Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Complete.
16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes a front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
A gain of
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete to Clyde.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard. Bring up a 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trent Murphy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
On the keeper. Intended for Miko.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chiefs.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Come on. Mike, 53, Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin with a run by Yeldon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this throw caught left side. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 76 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook, it's still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
On first down, it's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ed Oliver made the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Bills 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Chiefs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Travis Kelce.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Single. Watch 17. You better be afraid of me. You better be. Regular. Slam. 24 is the mic. Watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Singletary again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
For Lee Smith.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
With the handoff to Damian Williams.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Bills 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Smith catches left side. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the first
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They run it again with Williams.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
28.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Daniel Sorensen.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Trent Murphy made the tackle.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
7 yards.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
24-yard.
That one good for 24 yards.
Down, Chiefs.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
With the handoff to Damian.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Matt Milano.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
53, Mike.
Allen to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play here for the Bills. 69 yards. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mahomes on the keeper. Tonight's final
So this
score,
one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner.